Three.
3 wins out of 3, yeah. Look, like I knew the ferocity of this Munster Championship is well documented before we started, I suppose, on the 12th of June. So to sit here on the 12th of May, so to be sitting here on the 2nd of June with 3 wins is very, very pleasing. Every game is a ferocious battle, and just there's periods in that game where we play really, really well. And at the start of the first half, I thought it was nip and tuck. Like Podge Collins and Peter Duggan got 2 points in front of me and against the breeze, and saying, "Oh my God!" But we found our flow, and probably the goal settled us, and give away a few frees, and we went in 6 up, and it was definitely a 6-point win. So we knew we were going to be up against it. But the lads set really ambitious targets for themselves, and again in that second half, I thought they worked very well. And virtue was probably to get the ball off the post, but when it came down to it, he made no mistake, and that was probably a critical score. But the score we put up in the second half into that strong breeze was very pleasing. And again, just to acknowledge my defence. I thought the way they worked clear anytime they got the chances, some of the wides they got because they were striking under pressure, and I think that really made a big difference. So look, as a unit overall, it's very, very pleasing. As I said, it doesn't guarantee us anything other than to get out of Munster, but from where we found ourselves in 2018, that's very, very pleasing.
The way you disrupted the Clare puck out, you sort of had no plan B after you got on top in the first 25 minutes.
Well, look, the lads have good movement on the puck out, and Donald did get some really good ball away. But certainly when we started to get a bit of momentum, I think getting one or two of those puck outs was important for us. But as I said, full credit to Clare. They did have us in trouble at times. Diarmuid Ryan was an outman for them for a certain ball, and he was delivering it into John Connon, and we were struggling to defend that. But look, overall, as I said, when you weigh up the whole performance, you're never going to have the perfect performance. You're always going to have areas to work on. And we leave Ennis today, as I said, delighted to have got the win, but certainly with more aspects of our game to work on.
You blame the tackling and work rate must be something that you're delighted at there.
Yeah,
in those conditions.
Yeah. Look, it's I suppose unless you have that element of work in your game, you're against top class players, you're going to struggle. So the lads, as I said, they're very committed to their hurling. They've got themselves in great condition, and and in fairness, they're using that to full effect on the pitch. So like when you're against quality players and quality opposition like we faced today here in Ennis, you've got to be really trying to get into tackle and make them work hard. So from that point of view, it was a good day.
Was Ronan Maher alright going off there?
Yeah, as I said, I haven't really got any analysis on it yet. I thought he put in a serious shift. There was a lot of heavy tackles going in. There was a lot of bodies being pushed around. But hopefully, as I said, I haven't got a breakdown of it yet, so I can't really comment. But I'm not sure. Hopefully, it's nothing of a serious nature.
James Barry.
Yeah, James was he had stomach cramps yesterday, so he was on medication, but didn't sleep a wink last night, so couldn't even travel with us. So really unfortunate for him, gutted for him, and obviously Niall O'Meara. He was flying it during the week and pulled up a training on Friday night, and we know the rules, like you have to call your panel at 9 o'clock on a Thursday morning, so they must think we're going to start running games with it. But look, ultimately we ended up with 24. But for me, I think it's a great sign of the panel and a great sign of the team that 2 lads that we had planned on starting stepped out, and 2 other lads go in, and that's the beauty of it, I guess.
You're effectively in a Munster final.
I don't think so. I'd have to do the maths again. I don't think so. No,
well,
I would imagine that. There's 3 teams. Yeah, but certainly there's no team yet guaranteed to be in the Munster final. But what I am certain of is that we're going to come out of Munster. Yeah. And from where we were, I suppose I set the ambition at the start of the year that we wanted to get into the top 3 and qualify for the All-Ireland series. So to have reached that on the 2nd of June is very, very pleasing.
So it's full steam ahead for Limerick rather than...
Yeah, it is, because as I said, it's everything to play for. And as I said, it's a good place to be in, and we take a lot of pride in our performances, and obviously playing in front of your own home crowd as well. So look, as I said, we'll knuckle down now again. The thing about this Munster Championship is as soon as you get to 6 o'clock in the evening and the match is over, straight away your focus shifts, and we've a really good bunch in there, and they'll switch back into preparation mode again now for 2 weeks time.
How big is the challenge of coming to Ennis now? The group look really driven from 1 to 15 out there from the moment the ball was thrown in.
Yeah, but whether you go to Ennis or whether you go to Páirc Uí Chaoimh or whether you go to Páirc na Gael, in Munster, it's every match is played on its merits, and if you come up that shorter, if you're not right, you'll